next, we're gonna do the Macedonian eggplant, no bake. And for that, we're gonna need one eggplant. So what you wanna do with the eggplant is take and cut off the ends. And then you wanna slice that lengthwise. Thin slices, because thin is in. And they also cook better when they're thinner. What we're gonna do is cook them on our frying pan here.
What does eggplant taste like?
Eggplant, it has sort of it's more of a vegetable, so it's almost like a zucchini, but a little bit less, not as strong as a zucchini. Kind of like a zucchini flavor to it. And it's used in a variety of recipes. I mean, I've seen lasagna with eggplant. Baba ganoush, it's a Middle Eastern dip. They use eggplant. They actually take the eggplant and you like that one, they roast it. Yeah, I seen a recipe the other day where they took the eggplant and they had the flame, and they actually took the eggplant on top of the flame and cooked it on the stove.
It, huh? Wow.
To grill it, yeah, grill it. And then once they, heated it all up, they peeled it. And they took the inside and they mashed it up and used that for baba ganoush, the dip.
Oh,
Yeah, that's one way.
how they do it, huh? No, I've never had eggplant, so I didn't know what.
Oh, you never had it?
No.
It's very good. Let's see.
I've never had it raw, I have to say that.
Oh, then we're gonna cook it. Yeah,
Oh,
we don't
okay.
need it raw. We don't need it
Oh,
raw.
good.
Don't worry. Yeah, that's why I already have it pre-made. So, but I'm gonna show you real quick here. Let's see. This cooperates. It should. And I'm using an Ozeri pan. I don't know if I talked about these last time, but I think I did a little bit. It's the Ozeri pan. It's toxin-free cooking. It's eco-friendly cooking. That's why I love this one.
Where do you get that?
I got this online. I got it on Amazon.
Ozeri?
Yeah, Ozeri. And it has a ceramic coating. You're supposed to use a wooden spoon. You don't want to scratch it. But it reduces the amount of toxins you're producing when you're cooking.
Medium heat.
Put our olive oil.
3 tablespoons divided.
3 tablespoons, okay. Now, eggplant is like a sponge, so it absorbs the olive oil really quick.
Oh, you know what? We've got olive oil down here twice. Once divided, and then I'm just 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
Okay.
So I'm not sure we
A
got-
drizzle a little bit on top at the end.
This is a drizzle? Okay.
Yeah. And also for garnish, I cut a few pieces of eggplant for decoration. It's always nice to have a good presentation when
Sure.
you're cooking garnish things. So basically you just want to make sure your eggplant absorbs olive oil and gets golden brown.
Does that take very long?
It takes about 10 minutes. So you've never cooked with eggplant before?
Mm.
No?
Okay.
Okay.
Never had it. I've eaten it, but never cooked it.
Oh.
Never ate it, so I've never cooked it.
There's a variety of things you can do. You can also take eggplant, like I did, slice it lengthwise, and then once you've sauteed it, you can actually stuff it with a little bit of feta cheese, honey, and oregano. Roll them up, and then bake them in the oven with a little tomato sauce.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's excellent. And it's great for people that are trying to lose weight. 'Cause this kind of recipe, you don't even miss the meat. It's so rich and delicious that you don't even notice there's no meat in it. It's great for weight loss. It's very satisfying.
You know me, I don't like meat anyway.
There you go. Now, when you're picking out one, how do you,
An eggplant,
how do you know what to get, to look at it? I mean,
well, they should be firm. There shouldn't be too many blemishes or bruises. And check like for soft spots. If you feel like there's some soft spot there, then sometimes it could be rotten. So you don't want to pick that. So they should just be have a nice shiny color and just sort of be firm and no blemishes or bruises.
probably gonna sound like a dumb question, but are they all dark purple on the outside?
Normally they're dark purple, but there's also another variety. There are some smaller ones. They're like a lightest purple, like the folder, like that folder there. There's some smaller ones you can get too. They're about this, a little bit bigger than a red pepper.
Can we get them around here, or are they
Eggplant?
seasonal, or what?
Usually all year long you can get eggplant,
Okay.
but they're more in season in the fall time usually, like early fall, late summer. Now they're starting to cook a little bit. And they've already absorbed all the olive oil.
Wow.
Yeah, that quick.
Yeah, like a sponge.
Yeah. See, they're getting more moist and they collapse more now because you don't want them to be too firm. Sort of like this. What I did is I took a casserole, 9x13 casserole dish. I'm just going to use this for now, but you can get a 9x13 casserole dish. Put a little olive oil on the bottom. This is a little bit too much. This is better, see. So you put this on the bottom.
Do you leave the skin on?
Yes, you can leave the skin on. Usually with eggplant, you leave the skin on. Only for the baba ganoush when you peel it and then use the inside for the dip. You would peel it. But usually they leave the skin on for eggplant. I hear the birdies smelling the food. The eggplant.
I feel like eggplant.
This one's good. You're just lining the bottom. And the next step is to get your red pepper. You can get roasted red peppers, usually in the international section. They come from Turkey, they're the best ones, and from Florina, Greece. There's a city in Greece called Florina. They specialize in red peppers. They have the best red peppers. Or if you can't go to the domestic department, or you can't go to international market, you can get just regular red peppers and just saute them. You just put them on your pan here. And cook them until they're tender.
You said something about using the smaller pieces of the
Oh, yes.
eggplant as a
Garnish.
Garnish?
Yeah, I'm gonna saute these two.
Okay, I was just curious.
They're more like a decoration.
Ah,
Put a little bit more olive oil to help them cook. Actually, I can put these in there too now, since the pan's nice and hot. Let's see. And turn them, get them nice and tender. And of course, red pepper is a good source of vitamin C. There's even more vitamin C in a red pepper than in an orange. Than in an orange, believe it or not. They have that beautiful red color, you know. So the more color you have in your cooking, the better. The more health and vitamins. Yeah, and actually in Macedonia, they even make dips out of this recipe too. A lot of times, they'll blend the eggplant and a food processor and the red pepper together, and they'll make like a dip, and then put a little sour cream on top. Yeah,
that sounds good.
yeah, it's a
I've
big
been looking
thing.
for something that I can use as a dip, cause most of them have so much salt and so much other stuff that I can't have in it. This would be nice.
Oh, eggplant is great for dips. Yeah, it's a real delicacy. I get these nice and tender. We'll give our food a stir here. Also. Any questions so far? Anything you can think of? Okay. So really easy now. Once this is nice and tender, you want to take and line this up on top of your eggplant. Turn this off. And what I did earlier is I mixed together the tomato paste and diced tomatoes mixture. That's going to be the second from last layer for this. And also a good idea is to let this cool a little bit for a few minutes too before you put the sour cream, because that'll be the last thing you do. You can put your tomato mixture on top. Make sure everything is covered. Go to the corners. And then back here. And the final thing is to take your Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt or sour cream if you want to use. If you don't have Greek yogurt available, just use sour.
So she's got the big ears and she's got the beautiful Hungarian thick black hair. Thank you. Why don't you
If you use sour cream, how many ounces do you, I mean, this container that you use?
8 ounce
Roughly.
container.
8 ounce.
8 ounce container. mix that up. Let's see. And then I'm taking, I believe it's 3 cloves of garlic.
Yes.
Okay,
Minced.
minced. So I got 3 cloves of garlic. And you just give it a little whack to get the seed up, the peel off for garlic. Usually you can use the side of your knife or like a small pan. That one came right off. And for garlic, you just want to make sure the little ends are cut off. Okay, and then mince it. Helps if you have a good cutting board
Yeah, and a good knife.
and a good knife, sharp knife. They actually say a sharp knife is safer than a dull knife when you're cutting, because a dull knife could actually, you know, you can miss, it doesn't go through, and you can cut your finger.
Oh,
It's a dull knife. So just pour that into your sour cream or Greek yogurt mixture. And that's your final layer. And that goes right on top. Just like this. And just spread it on. Make sure you go to the corners. Try to cover as much as you can of the tomato sauce. And then for final, for the garnish, you can make a little design. Take the strips of the eggplant. Let's see.
it's pretty cool.
See?
It's cool.
And that's your Macedonian eggplant, no bake.
Very nice.
Now you put it in the cooler for about an hour. And let all the flavors and everything mash and gel together. And then it's ready to go. In Greek it would be Makedoniko Melizana.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah. Macedonian eggplant, Makedoniko Melizana in Greek. So we got one already ready. We'll cut this up. We'll pretend putting it in the cooler.
Okay.
Not pretend cooler. Find a spot for it. You're running out of space.
Get you a double table.
Yeah, double table. Here, Cheryl, maybe you wanna put it maybe on the table there. Okay, so I'll put this here. We'll try it out. sketchy too. I think we had it in the cooler for a long time, so you gotta. And maybe have the cooler too high, temperature.
It's all good.
It's still,
The whole deal costs, and wasn't it, pays $1,500?
let's see. Oh, got the, we're gonna use those plates, okay.
Yeah, might as well.
There we have
Oh.
other cleaning plates up here, whatever you want.
Yeah.
You're the chef, you tell me.
Okay.